Hey, how are you guys? I hope you've had a glorious week. I have not. I've had a trying week, but that's not what today's video is about. So if I sound a little lower, let me know down in the comments. I'm trying to work on this sound until I can soundproof my studio. A little more expensive than I thought. What the? But we're going to get that done because, like I said, by the end of first quarter, it would be done. Nonetheless, let's just jump into the video because, as always, I'm strapped for time. But today's video is about the 5 things that men won't know about me until they date me. So if you can't tell by now from listening to a few of my videos, I have a lot of male friends. I have a lot of men in my life, from siblings and cousins and uncles to just homeboys, just guys that I really just am friends with. Now, let me be clear, because I run with the fellas a lot, I hear the stigma of if she doesn't have girlfriends, then something's wrong with her. And it's like, it's not that I don't have girlfriends. I have girlfriends and I relish in my positive, healthy female relationships. But I grew up with all boys. I'll put on a skirt and run outside and play in the dirt. Like, that's just me. But in a previous video, I said I'm a pretty tomboy, right? Because I like being pretty and getting gussied up. I also will play football with you outside of the job on concrete and some slippery earls. Like, that is me. But it's just interesting how that dynamic works because I am a heterosexual female. Like, that's how I identify myself. So in engaging with, and I do have predominantly heterosexual male friends. So in engaging in our friendship, I always take a moment just to hear their voice on, like, relationships and women and dating and all of those things, especially because I'm in that realm. So it's interesting when I actually ask them questions about, well, why do you think I'm single? Or, what advice would you give me as a single woman to kind of date someone, realistically date someone? And the things that they always say to me always has me step back for a moment, like, damn, nigger, is that how you see me? Like, is that what you think about me? Girl. And some of them are cringy, and some of them are just like, yeah, to a degree, but the buck stops at a relationship. So I guess it's like, I don't know how to realistically convey that the Regina that I am as your homegirl is not the Regina I will be as your girlfriend. Not saying that I'm looking to like date any of my male friends, but I do think that some of the best relationships I've ever had in my life stemmed from us being friends first, and then realizing, oh, I'm attracted to you. And then after that being like, oh, and I like you on the inside too. Let me see where this goes. Those have been some of my best relationships. One in particular always pops into mind when I say that, because he loved me and I loved him. It was just, we were just dumb young. But we were friends first. We were definitely friends first. So I guess it's the boundaries that I create between what a male friendship in my life looks like versus what the man in my life is afforded. I never want him to feel like the man in my life. I never want him to feel common or feel like he gets the same portion of me that everybody gets. I think that's the one theme in my relationships that makes them different or special, or at least makes you know that you're in something a little more intense with me. But I guess I'm not doing a great job at communicating that. I don't know. So I guess let me just jump out there on faith and be like, maybe the guy for me will find me via my channel first and then bump into me. I don't know. That sounds very you crazy. But anyway, so let's just jump into the 5 things The first thing, in relationships, I'm super mushy. I am very much that girl who wants to just touch you or cuddle with you or just like be in your space. I was talking to a friend not too long ago, and I said to him, right now, I kind of just want to wedge my cold toes under somebody's butt while he's playing a video game and I'm reading a book. And he's like, that's random as fuck. Yeah, it is. But that's what I want to do right now. And that's literally what it is. I'm mushy. I want to be all over you. I want to pinch your butt as I'm going to the bathroom. I want to like hug all on you and hang on you and hold your hand when we're walking through the mall. I want to do those mushy things. My male friends don't get to see that mushy side of me. Normally they'll say something to me, oh, it's okay if you, and I'm like, yo, fuck out of here with that. Like, leave me alone. Like, dude, I'm just one of the dudes right now. And it's like, Regina, you're not one of the dudes, but this person isn't afforded that mushier side of me either. That's not where our realm of friendship exists. But then I hear the retorts of, I'm not soft enough to be wifed up, which drives me insane. The second thing that's not apparent when it comes to men looking at single Regina versus men being actually in a relationship with Regina is that I'm a homebody. Like, I am that big mama that people talk about. My ideal day is coming home from work or being productive and getting dinner started and making sure that everything is in its place to the comfortability that we exist in. Cooking, we sitting down and having dinner to some music. I don't believe in having dinner in front of a TV, nor do I believe in falling asleep in front of the TV. We just wrap it up about our days and like, we then go lay down and do some grown-up things. But that's a perfect day for me. And then we repeat it the next day. I'm very much a homebody. If ever you know me, if you know me in my personal life and you've been like talking to me all day and then I just fall off the map, I'm probably in the kitchen cooking up a few meals, playing some music, dancing around the house semi-naked, loving myself. I would love to invite a man to that scenario. But looking at me single, being out and about on a go, hanging out, moving all the time, it's like, she don't want to be home cooking no dinner. Nigga, I want to learn how to bake. So what is wrong with you? Give me a reason to go home and settle down and learn how to bake. Number 3, I'm extremely nurturing. It's wonderful that this point comes after the last because I want to pack your lunch. I want to make sure you're good. I want to send you that text during the day and being like, baby, I know they got you effed up today, but it's okay. When you come home, we just go and play some spades. Like, I want to nurture and love you. Some of my fondest memories from past relationships is when I'm making him smile in that way that only I can make him smile. I'm doing those things that like only I know that he really loves the way that he does. Like, I have a memory of like packing a lunch for my ex, and like I packed the lunch, but then I hid something in a small compartment of the lunch bag that I got for him. And when he found it, he just called me and was like, yo, I found your note and I found the gift, and that was super sweet and I appreciate it, and you don't know how much I needed that today. And it was like, yeah, that's how I want to love. That's how I love. I do that to certain degrees with my male friends, you know what I mean? Make sure that I look out for them, or, the small little nuances that I can in our realm. And I'm particularly thinking about my male coworkers, who I'm cool with, who I'm like, hey, did you eat? Did you not eat? Hey, you need to do this, or this is yours, or whatever. Just small little things to make their day go by. But that's how I like to love. I like to love in that sense of the small little nuances that makes love great. Number 4, and then I'm going to get out of here shortly. I'm only a prude single. And I know how weird that sounds. You single, you free, you can do whatever you want. But the things that I want to do are, just for him. Whoever that him is, those are the things that I want to do. I want to build upon our our romantic or our intimate relationship. I don't just want to be out here slanging it with everybody. Like, that's not me. I want to learn you. I want to learn the small things that turn you on. I want to learn the things that make you tick. I want to be able to know how to lick my lips to the point where it jogs a memory in your head where you like, we gotta go. Like, that's me in a relationship. Single though, I ain't sitting around here kikiing with you about what I do in the bed with my dude. Like, what is that? What does that service you, sir? No, we can't talk about certain things sexually with me. Why? Because ain't no need for me to jog that memory or get that thought starting in your head. And I know that might be seated in some old ways of thinking. I'm free to do whatever I want. And I do. And what I want to do is make sure that you understand that we ain't going there, bro. We not. This is a lesson learned from having predominantly male friends. And this is a lesson that I am forever going to run away with. I'm sorry, however it makes anybody feel. The last thing I'll say, and then I'll get out of here for real. I'm a strong, submissive partner when it comes to the man that I'm in love with. A lot of women, I believe, today struggle with the word of submissive. But being submissive is not necessarily subservient or under in my mind. It's I know when to fuss, I know when not to fuss. I know when to push, I know when not to push. Maybe submissive is not the word that I'm to use right there, but it's the word. Well, supportive and submissive go together for me, because I want to make sure that I don't bring any more strife to your life. I want to be aware of what makes you tick in the ways that you tick. That is afforded to my significant other. My male homeboy, bro, whatever is in my brain's going to fall out my mouth. You my homie, you can handle it. Of course my man can handle it, but because we get into that murkier situation, the things that I say or do impact, resonate, resound a little different. They vibrate in him a little differently than they do in my homeboy, who's going to go home and be like, Regina was tripping today. And his wife be like, yeah, baby, what she said, what she do, how was she got you fucked up too. Like, all of that. I want to reserve that for the guy who reserves space for me. I don't think that's wrong. So yeah, that's it, guys. Needless to say, I am going to continue to be the homegirl that I am as I patiently wait for the man who will make me the wife that I want to be. Yeah, I guess that's how that go. Anyway, as always, I leave you guys with all the light in the world. You know, that winter light that feels real good and crisp. It looks real good from a warm room. Yeah, I'm leaving y'all with that. Like, stay in your warm space, but look at the good brightness outside. I'm leaving you guys with a lot of life, because I mean, this Regina is way, way better than the last Regina you guys got to see. And I'm good with that. I'm good with all the ups and downs that life brings. But more importantly, as always, and 2 times over, because the last time I couldn't, I give you guys all of the love. The love that you send to me, hey, I send right back to you. Smooches.